And from where we take you back out to the stadium where our lead voice of the NFL on CBS joins us, Tony Romo in with the latest. Tony, as dream starts go, it doesn't get much better than this for the Dallas Cowboys. 70 points on offense, defense taking it away around every corner. To get out at this pace does what for a football team?
Well, I think it sends a message, not only to yourself and your fan base, but the rest of the NFL. Every year there's a couple teams who just come out of the gates and just tell you we're in this to the end. We have enough talent. I mean, they are making it look like they're a big-time college football program against a small program. And for them to go ahead and do this in the first two starts, I mean, this Jets team is talented. They are good. The Giants were in the playoffs last year. I mean, this is an unbelievable start to the year. The Eagles did it last year. I think the Niners are doing it this year. The Cowboys. I mean, I feel like this team right now, just after these first two games, is solidifying itself as possibly the team right now that's, if healthy, the team to beat.
Looking like a complete package right now in Dallas. On the other side, a pretty complete roster as well, but missing one big piece, and that was again glaring in this effort. I'm interested in your point of view here on Zach Wilson, because you know what it means to own both the wins and the losses. For Zach to go out there and play his best football, he needs to put all these conversations out of earshot. How does he do that?
I mean, we all have our certain skill sets, right? It's like certain people have God-given gifts in this area, others in this. And I think with Zach, he has arm talent, and they're going to try and figure out a way to use that. Today is not a game to really be evaluated and say this guy's great or not great. This is going to be one of the best defenses, if not the best in the National Football League. They are going to create havoc on any quarterback they play. And he actually, you know, if you watch the game, he had like the team kind of in it for a while. And then the interceptions and everything, it got away from him at the end. But I think he handled it well. It's just whether or not he's going to take that next leap here in these next 4 to 6 weeks. I think you're going to know a lot about Zach Wilson. And, you know, it's not for lack of trying. He's working hard, and they don't let up, though. You got the Patriots next week. It just keeps coming at you in the NFL.
I mean, you said it right there. We're going to learn a lot about Zach Wilson. We're also going to learn a lot about the resolve of this group as a whole, with all the emotion that they felt just 6 days ago to come out on the road, put forth the effort they did, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. How do you keep a team in this situation knowing that you have just about everything you need except one missing piece? How do you keep from letting go into the rope over these next 4-6 weeks that are as important as you put it?
Well, every game in the National Football League, I mean, they all count the same. So, to me, you're going to win some, you're going to lose. Everyone's going to lose in the National Football League. They didn't put their best foot forward, but they also gave themselves chances to win. You know, going into Dallas, that's commendable already by itself. And to me, though, you got to keep the locker room together. The easiest way to do that is to say, hey, defensive guys, I want you up cheering for these guys. We need you to take the leadership role and say, hey, it's okay if they're not perfect on the offensive side of the ball. We'll carry you. They didn't make any of those big-time splash plays today that I think was needed for them to win the football game. So in the future, I think they're going to take that responsibility on. And, you know, there's multiple ways to win football games in the National Football League. And I also think there's a chance Zach Wilson might take a leap. And we'll see that probably play out, like I said, in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Tony, we appreciate you taking the time. As always, we do know that in Dallas there are autographs to be signed, hands to shake, babies to kiss. So we will let you go. Tony, we appreciate you, as always, for stopping by here on HQ.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
And here's a look at some of those fantasy numbers coming out of this matchup. Cowboys and Jets, 30-10. Again, your final here. Dak Prescott, Dakota Rain. Not making it rain, but getting the job done. 2 touchdowns, 255 through the air, 23 fantasy points, serviceable, no doubt. Tony Pollard on the receiving end of some of that action, 19 points there. CeeDee Lamb emerging as the wide receiver one that your team needs him to be.